Evolution of the industry has changed to where record keeping is tremendously more important.
Made a new rule and everybody had to start keeping records.
Everything's documented.
Empowerment. Challenges of food safety data. I'm Joe Dagger with Aprex. We are in the food business, empowered by information, data, the power to make food safety a friendlier place, to improve the awareness across the food safety chain. But that awareness is limited by our acceptance that good is good enough. There is an onslaught of information and technology. This technology, though not as prevalent in tree fruit as it is in row crop, is becoming more commonplace every day. It is like the 80s with PCs. Technology is developing faster than most of us can even take the time to read about. Drones are so prevalent that they come out of nowhere, even bothering passenger aircraft. Regulations are developing rather slowly, but increasingly more ambiguous. And it seems that we will be facing more of them, not less, as we move forward. But we need them. We need to guarantee to the public that our food supply chain has the wherewithal to provide traceability, preventive actions, employee training, and all those other things that we've mentioned before. The collision, and yes, there is a collision, and it's happening on the ground, where technology, regulators, and growers fail to coexist. Regulators still require paper. The simple fact is, technology will always exceed the adoption of use. However, is there anyone that thinks agriculture, tree fruit, will not be using more technology in the future? Does anyone believe that all food safety data will not be in the cloud in 5 years, 3 years, maybe 2 years? Technology wants to lead us. In row crop, they're getting amazing results with yields and managing chemicals and a host of other practices. They have turned technology into achieving business results. Regulators marvel at technology, but still want those paper records and binders. They want documentation. And even at that, they go to the web to verify the paper. However, that is not the only problem. When technology leads, compliance is forced, we resist. It is in our nature. We have done this since we were kids. Why should we be forced to utilize technology? Why do we need this regulation? We are led, regulated, and on top of that, we get audited. The grower, of course, feels manipulated or forced into what is needed. There is pressure from everyone, and that collision forces a grower, maybe even an industry, to rebel, to only be good enough. What we need in our industry is a shared purpose, a vision. We need to be empowered, not be limited by technology, data, and regulations. To achieve that vision, I recommend using pot. Washingtonians have already found it to be an instrument. My state hasn't legalized it yet. Now, what I really mean is process, ownership, and transparency. Regulations. Technology itself does not solve anything. It is through the use, through a process, we are empowered. A process can normalize and structure your data in such a way to eliminate forms of redundancy and ultimately allow the process of data without inconsistencies. Change does not happen without a process, without standards. Ownership is not a physical thing, it is a space thing. You need to own your own space and the space around you. In today's world, it is as important to converse through your data as it is to talk to each other. Anymore, they're one and the same. Your data needs to be a sync with others. Transparency. Well, you're responsible for awareness. Field to fork does not mean from processor to fork. It means from field to fork. Reporting should not be that good enough type of thinking. Whole Foods, Costco, Walmart's, consumers expect that information is collected in real time and with the latest technology. They want transparency and want to know that it was done with a process by the people closest to the work, owners of the work. To accomplish all this, we need to look at things differently. We need to take responsibility for our information. We need to turn it into relevant data. In the age of abundance, it is not about doing more. It is about separating yourself from the competition, from people that think good is good enough. Let's consider what I say with a different viewpoint. Not what it prevents us from doing, but what technology and data empowers us to do. Good is not good enough. We are empowered by information, data, regulations to improve awareness across the food safety chain. To do this, we need to be empowered by the tools we have. We can't share a vision when someone is trying to manipulate you into compliance, even for the best of reasons. There is tremendous power in the act of making a choice, for it defines our personal resolve and our intended direction. Through process, ownership, and transparency, we connect all food chain participants. In the age of abundance, exclusion will take place. The people that can control their pot will be excluded. The people that cannot control pot will succeed. Be the change you want to see in the world. Thank you.